Hi, my name is Santos. I'm third degree black belt under Rigo Machado. Now we demonstrate you guys some self-defense techniques, how to control my opponent when I get on this position, from the mount position. Alright? Starting with the strikes right here, sometimes I start with the open hand, flat in the face, tries open hand in the ear, and he's open. He's going to defend himself on the side, on his ear, he's going to leave it open. I can come with the hand or come with the elbow, right there, right? And he blocks with the arm across. I'm going to push his arm across his neck, across his face, putting the weight on his elbow. Now I'm going to lean on my chest, reaching his wrist, going under his neck, around his head. Now as I get here now, I get a full control of his arm. You can see right here, nothing he can do. I can come back again with the strikes. Really want to hurt him. On my ribs, in the stomach, back in the face again. Always confuse my opponent. Alright? As I get here right here, most of the people, what I will do as I lift this leg right here, they're going to try to open his knees to protect the face, giving me the back position. I get the back position, put my weight on, I push his head on his nose face right here, I slide my arm across his neck, right? Grab him up with my shoulder, my hand go behind his head, and I squeeze to put him to sleep, choke him out right here. Alright? So again, this is one of the best positions in MMA, one of the best positions in the real fight. If I get my opponent on the back and I get them on position, I start striking. A lot of times if you try to go straight for the techniques, he might fight you back, he might try to kick you with your leg, with his leg, he might try to punch you from the bottom. The first thing is to start softening him up with the strikes, open hand, come over the elbow. So when he start getting beat, the first thing you're going to realize, I'm getting loose and beating, I want to defend, you know, and he do the shield with his arm to protect himself. I push his arm on the side, put my weight on and control his arm like this. If I get him now, as I straighten my neck right here, I start punching and pulling right here. He's turning around, I use my hook here, and my hook's, you know, between his legs, alright? Like this. As I hit him, I can also hit him on the elbow, behind the back right there, in the face right there. He's not here, I can go my hand right now, up to his face, his eye, his nose, right here, lifting up, cross my arm across his neck, come, reach my hand up to my shoulder, and my other hand goes behind his head, and I squeeze tight, alright? From here, this position on, you'll be alright, almost like that, unconscious, alright? That's the position. Number one, I like to show you, in case you get somebody down there in one position, for street fight self-defense, it's one of the best submissions up there. Alright, following up with the same principle, taking my opponent down, getting him on position, you know, softening up with my strikes right here, right? He's going to use his hand to block and protect himself, right? As I get him on the block right there, he put the hand right over his head, and the same time he punch right here, I come in with the strike on his chin, on his face. As I strike him down on his chin, my hand at the back of his chest, I lift his leg up, turning my hips, you're going straight to the arm lock position right here. From here, I can even strike him with my heel on his face right there, creating a big damage and injury on his face, and at the same time, I'll do the armbar. Alright, I'll also his rib right here. Right there. Let's get back in here. On the mount position, strike 1, 2, 3, soften up, right? Come from the side right here, hands on his chest, slide my foot next to his armpit, change direction with my hips, with chest, back here, back right there, right? Bam, right there, right? So do everything in one motion. Hi, recently, 2 weeks ago, I went to Florida to teach a seminar with Mike Liconetic, the founder of the Haganah system, the fight program and the fierce Israeli guerrilla hand-to-hand tactics. This man is like amazing Israeli officer, you know, who been training martial arts all his life. He's like the Bruce Lee from Israel. And I was there like for the whole weekend, 3 days of specific training of self-defense. Recognize me like tactics of controlling, grappling, self-defense in Israel. When I was teaching my seminar of grappling, that's one of the questions they asked me. After getting here on the side control, you know, my opponent's controlling me in a half guard. Then me finally with the strikes right here, I'm trying to work in a position we call the Kimura. No, it's a very interesting question, because if I get here, if I'm locking his leg right there, in the case if my opponent is much stronger than me and he's no little bit of grappling experience, he's gonna grab in the back of my neck and he's gonna roll me over. He's rolling me over right here. What I will do, push his hand back to my hand, rock with my left hand. From here now, I'll put his elbow in and try to bring the hand behind his head. Like in the reality, look how fast his elbow is gonna tap. In the reality, in the real fight, I'll bring his arm and his hand in one motion to his head, dislocating his collarbone. Alright, go back again. Come to the Kimura position right here. I control right there. The guy fighting me, he's very strong, fight me back. I hold right away right here. Controlling the wrist. Put his arm in and I push the hand over right there. And not just beside that, to break his arm, I can also strike, style with my elbow, break it in the ribs, and put the arm forward right there. Break his shoulder, his collarbone. Right? That was one of the techniques, you know. I showed the guys fighting from the back, on the ground survive, and it was a great question because something like that could happen in a real fight. It was a great seminar, a great experience. Mike Lee is one of my best friends. You know, I'm not just one of his instructors in grappling, he's also my teacher in Israeli self-defense. I've been learning a lot and I'm trying to incorporate his system in my style. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you guys like this video. And if you guys would like to learn some more about Jiu-Jitsu, nybjj.com, Marcos Santos Academy. Live life better, won't live for good. Thank you very much.